Praise the Lord, everybody. Let's give the choir a hand. And this fantastic band shows some love. And then there's a very special person in the room today that we couldn't put on the flyer or let you know would be here. But if you look all the way to your left or your right, your neighbor is here. Would you show him some love? Just put your hands up. It's expensive to get these people out here. You know, the neighbor got a nice honorarium, about $50,000 to get them in that seat. So we're grateful they're here. My name is Vincent Powell. I'm a grad student at the School of Cinematic Arts, and I just wanted to stop for a moment as we're in worship to just parenthetically thank God for this moment. They just got done singing about His goodness and His mercy, and we read the book of Psalm, and we see the number of songs that David wrote about goodness and mercy. At the end of the day, we realize it's very much not deserved. And that really could sum up this whole night, but if you would give me a split second, I would like to dive in for a second. Us being unworthy is the fundamental reason that Jesus Christ went to the cross and died for our sins. It was inconvenient for Him to go to the cross. And when you look at the entire span of time from Genesis and you see how God created the earth and He put everything in its place and in its time, and then you saw people rise up and start to worship and elevate themselves, and then people started to worship people, and people started to worship rules, and rules became religion, and religion became their God, and that God was flawed, that God had issues, that God had situations that we as humans couldn't figure out, even though we were the ones that constructed this monster. And so in this span of time and in God's omniscience, knowing everything, He knows the end from the beginning, and He already saw this was going to happen. He decided not to pull a plan B, but to stick with plan A. And all the time we thought that Adam was plan A, and then we thought David was plan A, or Moses was plan A. But the truth of the matter is, from the beginning of time, Jesus was always the plan. Jesus was not only always the plan, He was always the purpose. You understand, Jesus 12 years old at one point, and He's sitting there talking to the people in the temple, and they say, how in the world is it that this boy is confounding us? And He really wanted to elaborate, but He knew He'd scare them. He couldn't tell them, I was there before there was a wind, or where before God said, let there be light, I already existed. He couldn't share that with these people because that would totally interrupt their entire thinking, and He knew that it was not quite time yet. So He let time go on. And time passed. He turns 30. He walks down to the Jordan River. He gets baptized by his cousin John. The Holy Spirit descends like a dove. The voice of God says, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased. He goes on to be tempted in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. He goes on to begin to work miracles, and He began to work signs, and He began to work wonders. And the amazing thing about this Jesus that was always the plan, He always made time for interruptions. And you'll find that Jesus would be in the midst of a group of people, and He'd be speaking by the side of a river, and fish would swim up and spit out gold coins as He spoke, and He'd make time to acknowledge that He could be walking from one miracle to the next miracle, and a woman could crawl on the ground with an issue of blood and touch the hem of His garment, and He would stop and make time to expound and expel the fact that her faith has made her whole. Or He could be in the midst of a funeral and see a mother carrying her son's casket down to the graveyard, and He would touch the casket and stop and make time for the fact that dead things still can come back to life. Or He can can be in the midst of a house talking to people and see that a man starts coming through the ceiling, and he could stop and make time to say, son, your sins be forgiven thee. Or he could be walking along the way and a man could come say, sir, my daughter is sick, and if you would just speak a word, you could heal her. And he would stop and make time. Jesus always had, and you're helping me preach, I like that. He always had time. And then we find him through 3 years of doing ministry with 12 people and sharing himself and giving of himself. He finds himself now in the midst of the crisis of life. He's now interrupted the economy and the political structure of this time, and now they're saying crucify him. Not because of what he was saying about heaven, but because he was going through the temple and flipping tables, and because he was saying that the Sadducees and Pharisees would soon be irrelevant. He was saying that the law was now fulfilled in him. He interrupted the economy. He interrupted the political structure. And the politician says he had to die. It happens all the time. It happened to Malcolm X. It happened to Martin Luther King. The minute you interrupt an economy that has been set in stone, the minute you introduce a new philosophy, you interrupt things that were already set in place by people that didn't have you in mind. And so Jesus, being the one that likes to entertain interruptions, becomes subject to the crisis. They put him in trial. He marches from judgment hall to judgment hall. They yell out, crucify him, crucify him. And they take him all the way up this hill called Calvary. And on Calvary's hill, in the midst of a life that he could have created perfectly, a life that didn't include bludgeoning and blood and whips and death, he decided to make time for you. Because of your sin and your lust and your dirty, trifling ways. And I don't use the word your excluding myself. I'm using the word your just to make this very personal. Because if we all be honest, we're all wretches undone. We wake up the same way. We go to bed the same way. I know better than you. You know better than I. Yet Jesus looked on me and thought enough of me, thought enough of you to climb on a cross with nails in his hands and spikes in his feet, to be mocked and scorned and bleed out and suffocate and hang there from the 6th to the 9th hour. And before he could give up his last breath, he still made time for the thief who said, remember me when you come into your paradise, because he always makes time. And so Jesus dies on the cross. He's buried in a borrowed tomb. I'm so glad it was borrowed. He didn't like wasting money. He's buried in a borrowed tomb. He stays there all night the first night, all day the second day, all day the second night, and then early on the third morning, he interrupts one more time. He gets in a position where he can go down to hell and preach a revival. He took the keys of hell, death, and the grave, and then he found himself knocking away the stone and going into the streets and proving the fact that I said I would die and be dead. Help me, Paul. Thank you, but I appreciate you. I'll be dead. I'll go away for 3 days, but I'm coming back again. And I'm so glad that he came back, because his coming back is not what saved me. What saved me was the blood that dripped from his body. What saved me was his last breath. What saved me was the fact that he died. Him getting up is the only thing that makes me not crazy. Living, he loved me. Dying, he saved me. Buried, he carried my sins all the way. But rising, he'll justify me. He freed me forever. And one day, I said one day, he's coming back. That's his last hour. He's coming back with all power. pleading for you to realize that the death was in fact for you. And you met Jesus today. You might, if you were humble enough, pose the question, why would you die for me? And Jesus would answer, I thought you were worth saving. Not because of who you are, but who you shall be. He didn't die for the us that we know. He dies for the us that we're becoming because we're worth it. I'm getting out of the way. We're about to go back into worship, but would you just mind getting yourself on your mind and acknowledging the fact that you're flawed, that you're trifling, that you're sick, that you need help, and that you're not already whole. And understand that though it feels like something that's inconvenient to you, it's perfect for his timing. Not because time exists on a continuum, but because he is time. He's Alpha and Omega. He's the beginning and the end. He's the first and the last. Before there was a when or a where, he was I am. And every millisecond you spend on this earth, because he's Alpha and Omega, he's governing your life. And if you would tonight just become subject to his hand and become subject to his will, you'll start to understand the things that push you to do right are him. Paul says, inside you dwelleth no good thing. The fact that you're here tonight is proof positive that the Holy Spirit has raptured your heart, that Jesus has arrested your mind, and so in turn we worship him. Would you mind standing all over your feet? All over the building, stand on your feet. You can keep the lights down. Keep the lights down. We're going to worship. We're going to worship for a moment. And when I use the word worship, I literally mean taking yourself out of the moment. Not caring about who's to your right or your left, not thinking about finals coming up. Jesus. Got them too. Jesus. Gotta do my homework. Yeah, got time. Get those next to you off your mind, where you're going after this off your mind. And put him on your mind. And let's just worship him just for being in control. From the beginning to the end, because he's Alpha